Hello, how's it going everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to AddiBiotics Lectures. Again from everybody at AddiBiotics, happy Ramadan and peace and blessings upon you all as well. We hope everything's going good, especially these last few days. Just make the most of the opportunity that lies ahead. So today we're going to discuss one of the most significant events in Islamic history, the Hijrah, which is the migration of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Mecca to Medina. For more than 13 years, the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the early Muslims faced persecution in Mecca. They were mocked, tortured, prevented from practicing their faith freely. Eventually Allah opened a new opportunity for them to go to the city of Medina, where people began to accept Islam and offer protection. The Hijrah became one of the most defining events that the Islamic calendar itself begins with this migration. Number one, the Qurayshi plot against the Prophet, peace be upon him. When the leaders of the Qurayshi realized that many Muslims are already migrated to Medina, they became extremely worried. They feared that if the Prophet, peace be upon him, also left Makkah, Islam would gain strength in another city. Because of this, the Qurayshi gathered how to plan to stop him. Their final decision was to assassinate the Prophet, peace be upon him, choosing young men from different tribes. The blame would be shared among them. However, Allah informed the Prophet, peace be upon him, about their plan, allowing him to prepare for his escape. Number two, the Prophet, peace be upon him, leaves Makkah. On the night of the Qurayshi surrounded his house, the Prophet, peace be upon him, asked his cousin Ali ibn Talib to sleep in his bed to make it appear that he was still inside. Meanwhile, the Prophet, peace be upon him, left quietly and met his companion Abu Bakr. Together they began their journey towards Medina. Instead of traveling directly north to Medina, they went south to hide in the cave of Thawa, avoiding the search parties sent by the Qurayshi. Number three, the cave of Thawa. The Prophet, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr stayed inside the cave for 3 days. During this time, the Qurayshi search teams became very close to finding them. Abu Bakr became worried for the safety of the Prophet, peace be upon him, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, assured him that the famous words, "Do not be sad, indeed Allah is with us." This moment shows that the Prophet, peace be upon him's plan had complete trust in Allah, even during dangerous situations. Number four, the journey to Medina. After 3 days, the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Abu Bakr continued their journey with the help of a guide who knew hidden routes across the desert. The journey was long and dangerous, but eventually they reached safely. When the people of Medina heard the news, they came out to welcome the Prophet, peace be upon him, with great joy. This marked the beginning of a new Muslim community and the first Islamic society. So in conclusion, the Hijrah is far more than a physical journey. It represents a transformation in Islamic history. Through this migration, Muslims moved from persecution to freedom. A new society based on faith and justice was established. The foundations of Islamic civilization was laid. The Hijrah teaches us powerful lessons about faith, sacrifice, trust in Allah, perseverance during hard time. Because of this importance, the Hijrah became the starting point of the Islamic calendar, reminding Muslims forever of the courage and dedication of the early believers. Now, time for reflective thoughts. As I have mentioned previously as well, this is kind of similar to that, where you need to go away somewhere to get a better understanding on life, have a better understanding of more, like for example, when a student leaves the city, their home city, and moves to another city, they have no idea what goes on around there. That is moving away from one place to another to understand what the world has to offer you. You could find serenity somewhere, you could find peace somewhere, you could find anything you need around there. But it all comes down to yourself and getting up and making that sacrifice, making that journey to leave everything and everyone you knew behind, to move forward in life, to see what the outside world has to offer you. And you will never know that if you're stuck in the exact same place. And that is the whole point of why the Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us the valuable fact that you need to leave what goes on behind and move forward in life, and then that way you will know what the world has to offer you. So we hope you like this lecture. We hope everything's going well. You all know the drill. Click subscribe, turn on notifications. We have a lot more lectures coming for the last few days. Again, from everybody at AddiBiotics, happy Ramadan, all the best, and God bless.